Hello, today we will go on a journey through the crowded streets, historical squares, and overlooked corners of Istanbul. Those who will accompany us on this journey are women who have left their marks on the memory of this city. They are women of art, struggle, freedom, and leadership, and the city has chosen to honor them. Sometimes with a small bust, sometimes with a magnificent monument. Is that enough? Let's take a look together. The monuments with female figures in different neighborhoods of Istanbul are not just piles of stones, they are the social memory itself. For example, the Halide Edip adı var in Şişli. The woman of literature and resistance still inspires young people in front of the school that bears her name today. There are studios of two artists in front of the Süreyya Opera House in Kadıköy, Afife Jale and Semiha Berksoy. The first one made history as the first Muslim woman to take the stage. The other one is an opera revolutionary who came to life on stage. Study of the Republican woman in Bakırköy, flag in her hand, determination on her face. The symbol of female representation of the Republic comes into being here. Artists carry out various projects to draw attention to the problems experienced by women. For example, the 440 pairs of shoes that Vahit Sunu hung on the wall of a building in Istanbul in 2019 symbolized the 440 women killed by men that year. Such works aim to raise awareness in society. Sometimes a determination, sometimes a first step, sometimes a struggle. The symbols on the statues tells many things. A pen, a stage dress, a flag, or simply a forward gaze. Each one carries a message about the place of women in society. These statues are not just aesthetic objects. Each one tells a story. For example, the statue of Afife Jale represents the first Muslim woman to take the stage. The statue of Akdeniz with her open arms symbolizes warmth and embrace. These works reflect the roles and the contributions of women in society. So, how many of these types of female statues are there in Istanbul? According to research, there are hundreds of monuments and statues throughout the city. However, the percentage of those directly representing women is quite low. Women made history, transformed society, glorified art. However, they are still not visible enough in public space. Today, monuments can represent not only the past but also the present. In recent years, temporary monuments themed around women's rights, protest installations, and arts interventions such as red handprints have been transforming public space. This new language offers us not only a moment, but also a way of living the moment. Let's not forget that cities are not just buildings and roads. There are also reflections of values and stories. Women's stories should be more visible in the city. More women's monuments will shape not only the past, but also the future. We should not only read women's stories from history, but also walk the streets of cities and see them. Bringing more women's stories to the places they live is not only a debt, it is also a call for hope.